There it is. So when you're on live and you want them to message there, they can message there too, ask you questions, and so forth. Can you guys hear okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Is her mic working?
What's
Is her
that?
mic?
Yes, it's working.
Hello, hello everyone. Hello everyone, and welcome back to 1 Hour with UCIEL. Today we're having a Thanksgiving special, and we're going to talk about things that we're grateful for, things that have happened to us, and things that we want to say to others. And we have a guest speaker today. We have our youth leader, Lilie, and she's going to be joining us, and we're going to be talking about different subjects and opinions. Hi, Lilie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm blessed that you're here. So it's two girls now.
It is a blessing to be here, so I'm excited.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I want to start with talk about what we're grateful for. What the things that I want to be I'm grateful that I woke up this morning and no matter what goes around me, that my faith is still strong. That my love for God never changes, no matter what life gives you. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful that we have a platform to talk about stuff that are needed to be said, that the stuff that people are not saying. So I'm grateful that he's given me that spot. So you want to share with us what you're grateful for?
I'm definitely grateful. I'm definitely grateful that God's given us a voice. That um, He's kind of given us the confidence to have that voice, and an awesome platform to do it, and it's been really amazing to see the work that he's been doing through us. So,
Yes, he has been doing a lot of stuff, and you're right. Because not everyone has that voice. Not everyone has a platform. Not everyone believes in you to be like that. So the fact that we have an opening and that have trusted us, that UMO has trusted us with that, you know, it's awesome. But sometimes people forget that Thanksgiving is not just about eating turkey, about just getting together. It's more deeper than that. It's when we all come together because it's Thanksgiving. So we always think about what we're grateful for. I think that we should be grateful every day. Every
yeah,
day should be a Thanksgiving day.
yeah. Every day you should be just thankful and grateful for waking up that morning, just getting out of bed, and you know, yeah. Even though some of us snap, crackle, and pop as we get out of bed, but I'm still grateful for being able to get up out of bed.
Right? Even if it's like, I could still go for a couple of hours,
Yeah,
but the fact that we are able to get up, 'cause so many people don't get up that morning,
right.
don't get up, don't get to wake up, so I'm grateful. That's the first thing when I get up, I'm like, thank you, Lord, for rising me, for calling my name, because you call my name and I arise.
Right.
So I just want to invite people, like, if they want to call in and let us know what they're grateful for. We're here to hear you. If you just want to comment on something, we're here. Our lines are open.
We're also live on YouTube, so
Oh,
if
yes.
you want to comment and open up the chat up on YouTube or call us in at 833-586-6218.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. So, I want to talk about a little bit what happened this weekend, Lilie.
Oh, yeah.
So, I want to thank those that came out and helped. I want to thank the volunteers and I want to thank the youth
Mm-hmm.
for giving their time. You know what I mean? I was so proud of them. I was so proud to see how we worked together, how everyone worked together, like how everyone got along.
It flowed, just flowed so well. Everything, the whole day just flowed so amazing. The weather, the kids, they all did something. Like, it was great.
And you know something? Although a lot of people didn't come to donate, we had more than enough.
More than enough. Like,
To
we
me, I was
down to
thinking
the last sweater, but it was still the last sweater for the last person who asked for one.
exactly, and we had food to go, and we
Mm-hmm.
had I mean, I was like, Lord, you multiplied it. I don't even know how we had more bags and more. We're like,
Yeah.
I remember you said, "Oh, we have one left over." I'm like, "Yeah, we have left over."
Yeah.
Like that is awesome. We were able to bless other people on the streets, and I mean, I'm grateful for that. I love what we did.
Yeah, it was really a blessing just to be a part of it and to see just how grateful they were for us just being there and showing up. And that's all we really want to ask the Holy Spirit to do for us is just show up. And God sent us out there to show up for those people. And it was amazing. It was a blessing. And the kids, oh my gosh. With what's going on with the youth now, that that Lewis kid,
Yes.
with things like that going on with the youth, to see the youth out there that day and just giving and helping and
Getting
just
along.
working, and they were just flowing so well. It was amazing, and it gave me more hope for the youth. And I know a lot of people kept saying like, "Wow, these kids are amazing," and it gave the community hope for the youth to see them out there like that.
Yes, because they're showing that kids could be, if you're led right, kids could be good.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're led, they have good leaders, you know, they're doing a good thing. You're showing them to care for others, and all they need is that one push. You could do it. That's all they needed. And the way they were working together, people kept telling us how good. And it was so, it's UMO team is awesome. And the fact that they call them team because we were working as team. And some of us just met that day.
Yeah.
We worked like a team. Like that's how God is.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just beautiful to see. I think everyone that came out and supported us. Um, and if you weren't there, you missed out. You missed out on a blessing because to be able to give someone else less fortunate is a blessing for you. Because the content that you feel in your heart is a reward.
Amen.
When someone tells you, "Thank you, I needed this," it's a reward. Like you might think it's just a bar of soap,
Mm-hmm.
means nothing to me, but to them it meant a lot.
Yep.
And I mean, I have helped before, but I have never sat down and talked to them like one on one. And there are amazing people. They just have
There's
a
some hard
life.
times, yeah. And
Yes.
their own struggles, and it was nice to be able to be there for them. Like even if they, at first they were kind of like, well, what are you guys here for? What
Yeah.
are you guys about? And when they found out we were just here to
Just
just fellowship with them, just be there, just come and eat and sit down and just want to talk with you and pray for you, and it was amazing. And then throughout the day they were just kept coming back, and
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I was telling him I love the fact that they felt so free that they'll just come and grab water, grab food, and walk
Mhm.
away again. I love that. Like, oh, he's coming for another Gatorade. That was awesome. That
Yeah.
they felt that we were not gonna be like, hey, how many have you taken? Or hey, like it felt so good to see that. I was telling him I love it. I love that they just come and grab, and they were respectful too.
They were, yeah. I had one gentleman who was, "Do you have socks?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have." We just had, someone came and brought donations of socks, and I have socks, and I gave him 2 pairs. He's like, "No, just give me one. I want stuff for others." And we had a bunch. And I was like, "No, just take two." But yeah, he was, he was content with just one pair of socks, and he wanted to leave the rest for others.
And that right there shows you how we have to learn from them too. We
Yeah.
have to learn how they take care of each other
Mm-hmm.
and how humble they are. I'll take one, although he doesn't have none.
Mm-hmm.
And how many times will we take 10 and we can't even give one away?
Mm-hmm.
That we, I learned a lot from them. It makes me want to do more for them.
Yeah, and they watch out for each other. They even went, "Hey, they're cool people. That's a cool group over there. And they're just giving us food." And they would tell they're good people and send other people to us, and that was amazing.
And you know what? I was telling Blue about that. I was like, when they were saying that, like we were okay, they were a little first skittish. That lets you know how people have treated them.
Yeah.
And that made me sad because somebody was mean to them. People have been mean to them because of how they look or whatever. And the fact that they felt safe with us and they were just talking with us, it was like we were all a group.
Mm-hmm.
They were just there, they were out there, then they were inside, so it was pretty cool to see that. It was pretty cool to mingle with them. I have one lady that asked me if she could have extra stuff to go. And I'm like, yes, the package. And when I told her, she goes, yeah, I really could have it. I'm like, yes, take it. And she says, can I hug you? I'm like, yes. And she hugged me.
Mm-hmm.
And she felt like people don't let me hug them, and that breaks my heart. But the fact that they were loving you guys, and I mean, they were happy. I seen them, and they were happy. And they were like, I told them, they're like, you guys gonna come back? I said, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back, and we definitely have to come back.
Yeah, there was one young man who was he started dancing. He started dancing earlier, but later on. But when he first got there, he came up and to Sally's closet, and he saw some dress shirts, and he was like, "Hey, can I have these? I just got a job, and I need to cover my tattoos, and but I really want to keep this job." And we had clothes for him, and he was just so excited that he had clothes for work, and he hung out, and he went and got his sister and brought her, and they were all under struggle, and they all ended up, we helped them earlier and later and let them pack some food to take home. And it was just a blessing. He was so excited that he had shirts for work and that he got a new job and he was prepared. That was amazing.
And if he was the reason why we were there, then I'm satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a reason why we got called to be there.
Yeah.
Then that is the satisfaction to see that we were able to help him, even with just a simple shirt. To us, it's just a simple shirt, but to him, he meant a lot.
It did, and he hugged all of us there that were standing there inside the little booth right there for Sally's Closet, and he hugged all of us, the kids and all of us. He was so excited for the shirts.
Yes, I love to see how the girls were working and how they were so kind to them. And these are young girls, people. I'm talking about young girls. I'm talking about youth girls. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they have more, patience, and They were so friendly, and I'm watching them, and people are asking, "Do you have a bag?" Oh yeah, they're like searching for a bag to make them comfortable. That's what it's all about. It's
Making
about,
outfits,
oh yeah, we had a little one that was making outfits,
helping to make outfits. It's just amazing. And,
and these are, like I said, youth.
and they're showing the kindness that was needed.
Yes.
That a lot of homeless people or people who are struggling that they need. They just need some kindness.
And the, what's better, Lily, that none of us told them they had to come. They did it on their own.
Right. And I didn't have to give any direction for them. I just said, "You're in charge of that. You're in charge of that," and it went so smoothly for them. They just did everything so naturally.
That's awesome. That's God. That's God right there. So we invite that youth to join this team because, you know, like you said, with all these things going on and with the youth, kids want direction. Kids need to feel that someone does care for them. They have to have some kind of a rule, some kind of a. They have to have a. We have to teach them. They don't. Kids need to be taught. You know, kids need leaders. You know,
Mhm.
kids need all that. Not to be bossing them. No, it's not about bossing them. It's not about that. It's about leading them to good, teaching them. You know, being there for them, showing them what God has for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I tell people all the time, you know, you guys don't know what you're missing. It's a lot of people get scared because they feel that it's gonna be like, oh, I already been to youth at churches and then I didn't like it. I said, this is not like that. This is
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. The one time I explained it to my nephew, I told him he's going through some hard times, and being a teenager is hard. I told him being a teenager is like being a tetherball. Like the tetherball is tied to the pole and you're just getting whacked around the pole all day. And that's what being a teenager is a lot like. But the most important part is having the pole that you're tethered to. They need a place to land. They need something that's going to hold them when life gets rough and the world's tossing them around. And
Yes.
they're learning where they sit between Jesus and the world, and they're trying to figure all that out. They need a place to land.
Yes.
And that's really what, our goal is to have somewhere for those kids to land that's safe and
And they
in
feel.
God.
Yes, and they feel because kids always say, well, I don't like no one bossing me around. I don't want no one telling me what to do, but they do. We do. You know, you remember those days that
Yeah.
I hated my mom or hated my dad or I hated, but at the end, trust me, when I turned 18, yeah, I told mom, thank you for those
Mhm.
spankings, thank you for caring, for never giving up on me.
Mm-hmm.
Although I was bad, you never gave up on me. And kids, if you ever have you ever talked when you talk to the kids, I'm sure you're more familiar. When you talk to the kids, they always say like, "Oh, I have one teacher that always helps me," or I remember my coach, or I remember
Mhm.
my youth leader or my pastor that never gave up on me." And they grow up and they come back to thank that person
Yeah.
because they had that one person that believed in them.
Mm-hmm.
So kids do need they
Yeah.
need support. They need us.
I can definitely say, like, remembering my teenage years, I know I was difficult. I'm very grateful for the adults in my life, my mom, my grandparents, my uncles, that, that, didn't give up on me.
Yeah.
Because when it was really easy to do it. So,
Yeah.
they do. They need that one person or those solid people in their corner that are not going to give up on them and just say, hey, I know you're going through something. I know you're not being perfect right now, but we still love you and we
Yeah.
still want to see you do better. We still want the best for you. We still pray for you. Like, they need that person.
They need someone to go to.
Mm-hmm.
They like to belong. They like to feel that I belong to a group. I belong somewhere. They leave whatever's going on in their house, whatever's going on in their school. They come here. They come to the youth program, and I see them. They're talking and they're just having fun and they're
Mhm.
laughing, and they're talking about God and they're sharing their experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just awesome to see that, and I want more kids to be able to get that blessing.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
and I really invite you guys. I really tell you guys to inform yourself. And I mean, it's a different. It's I promise you will be happy. I promise your kid is gonna be happy because we let them be them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gotta be them.
And we understand.
Yes.
You know, we understand that not all kids are going to want to sit and listen to the hymns.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
they're not going to want to sit and listen to just gospel music when they, walk in. Like, they want to listen to something that they can relate to, that they're hearing, that's battling what they're hearing out there in the world, and or some, yeah, it sounds similar, but it's down to the lyrics. What are they really? What are they repeating?
Yeah.
What are the lyrics that they're repeating? And if we can turn that into, kids like hip hop, kids want rap, kids want stuff like that, and good to see that we can offer that to them, and they just love it.
They do.
They want to hear it. They want more of it.
Yeah. All positive.
Mm-hmm.
All positive.
Yeah.
All positive. I remember one time my mom, she was shopping and she selected this shirt, and then like she told my niece, "Look, so we could look the same shirt." And my mom goes, "You think she'll like it?" I go, "She was 80." And I go, "Mom, she's like, that's like a grandma shirt. No, she's not gonna like that shirt." And she's like, "I thought it was cute." I'm like, "Well, she was 80, maybe it was cute, Mom." And she was like, "Okay." I go, "No." I told her, "Mom, no, she's only 20. Like, don't get that shirt from her." She's like, "Oh, I thought because it was cute. It had a butterfly." I'm like, "No, Mom, it's no." So that's kids don't like that. See, a lot of these people, they're like, "Oh, they're bad kids because they like rap." Okay, but what music did you like when you were little? You know what I mean? What music did you like when you were young?
Hey, I know there's some, my grandparents liked Elvis, and at one point Elvis was bad.
Yeah, my mom did too. Who would tell you my mom loved Elvis? And now my mom's like so quiet. Oh, she's like, I go, "Elvis, huh, Mom?" She's,
Yeah.
And she's not, my mom's a very good person,
Mm-hmm.
but she says, when I was young, I liked Elvis.
Yeah.
And people didn't like it, but I liked him. And but see, but people don't stop and listen to the words that kids are singing because all they hear is rap. But are you hearing what they're rapping?
Yes.
Are you hearing what they're saying, or
Yeah.
you just hear the rap? That's all. You
Yeah.
know. So don't be scared. Don't be scared to let your children, come and join us in venture and just let them. You know, if you can bring them for some reason, but you want them to participate, reach out to us. We'll make it work somehow. We'll make it work. But we want your kids to have, well, maybe you didn't have, or maybe, me and you didn't have.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I know a lot. I know some parents don't trust that easy, and that's understandable.
Right.
But you're a mom of two young ones, so I mean, what can you tell those moms like? When they're thinking that, because I heard that from two people.
One thing I have to say is, you know, I was a single mom at one point, and one thing I have to say is you definitely, especially when you're a single mom, is you definitely want to give your children, you definitely want to let them experience God. You want to let them experience
Yes.
and learn and know who Jesus is. Um, I feel like my sons, I'm really grateful for them because, sometimes when me and my husband first started like helping, other kids and stuff, and, our house got really busy, and a family member had like kind of scolded me and my husband and saying that, we weren't giving enough attention to our kids,
Mm.
Because we were too busy helping other kids. And I really like took that to heart because I wouldn't want my sons to think that. But then when I turned and looked to my sons, like, how do you guys feel? Like, is that what you guys feel? And they were like, no, like, you're helping somebody. And I'm really grateful that my sons are understanding and just have that center in God and knowing that helping is helping somebody who's less fortunate or helping somebody who needs it is more important and than you know, is more important to them than, having to share their room or, now I have to share my room with so-and-so or I have to move my room with my brother, They've had to do that a couple of times, but they've always been understanding about it and they've always accepted it with just so much love and just understanding that this is whether it be a cousin or, someone who needed to move in because they needed help. My sons have always been really understanding, so I'm really grateful for that they have that that Jesus in them, that they understand and that they know. They don't let that diminish what the love that me and my husband have for them.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell because you guys are a group. I always see you guys, even before I got to know you guys, I always said the family. I never related you as you and him.
Mm-hmm.
I always said that family, you know, they're always together. No matter if what other people think that you're giving time to everyone, I saw you guys together. This is why you guys are here today, because of your unity. People might see it different, but people that spend time with you, you see it speaks to your kids. And I know you're not gonna say this, but when you gave your son the choice to, when he won that prize for we had raffles
Mm-hmm.
at the event, and you gave him a choice to keep it or give it. He said, "No, I want to give it to somebody else." That shows right there what you've done with a little boy, because he's learned that from you and from your husband.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to force him. You didn't tell him, "Oh, give it." Like most moms, I seen that. Go give it to him. No, you have a choice. You let him have a choice, and that's what parents don't understand. To give them choices, sometimes choices, but it's okay because
Yeah.
that's what um, you're gonna teach them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna invite you to give them the youth number, and they can call that number. And if you have any questions, any concerns,
Yeah, and if you guys just want to talk or you just need to get something off your chest, we're here for you. So you can call our youth phone hotline at 833-586-6218, extension 700. So anytime you guys want to talk or just need, a word or just want some guidance, we're here for you and we want to hear what you have to say.
so yeah, I understand because sometimes people, and especially like also my family used to tell me like you spend too much time over there at church, this and that, and sometimes they didn't realize that it's not that I spend. It looks like I'm spending so much time because maybe that's all I do because I don't have other. I don't go out. I don't go clubbing. I don't go. I don't go shopping like that. So that's my happiness. My happiness was to volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, who am I hurting?
Right.
And people will always find something to say. And sometimes they're looking out for the best of the children, and sometimes they're looking out for the best of you. But sometimes they're just not understanding. They don't understand that it's okay to give to others.
Right.
Now, where I have a problem, and I tell you this personally, where I have a problem because I have a mom that needs me, and I help a lot of clients that are seniors.
Mm-hmm.
And where I have a problem is that if I don't attend to my mom to go, like say my mom needs a bath that day, I would tell her. I usually tell her, "Mom, after I'm done volunteering, I'm gonna come help you." And she's like, "Oh yeah, just do your thing." My mom always tells me that. No, don't worry. And if you have to do it tomorrow, do it tomorrow. And I do. I do it the same day. Sometimes I've done it the next day, but I've done it. I know people that have forgotten their parents.
Mm-hmm.
That have forgotten their parents. And sometimes people, strangers, are picking up after where they forgot. You know, I have one lady that hasn't picked up her medication in almost a week because she had no ride. Almost a week without medication.
Yeah.
So I told her, what? So I took her to get her medication because her people are busy doing other things. That's where I have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
When you start forgetting your own. We make time. We're busy. We're all busy. You're busy. I'm busy, but we make time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to stop helping the Lord just because someone needs me. You know what I mean? I want to be able to work it out with my mom and with God. If I'm led to, I have to be led to.
Yeah.
You're led to helping your children. That's that's what makes you happy. What makes you. You're led to that. So that's some people have, they're, I know, I've been told that, oh, you spend too much time at church, this and that. And I'm like, well, who's counting? I'm like, my husband's fed, he's asleep, he's going to be asleep for a few more hours. So that's when
Mm-hmm.
like, I usually go in the morning and help out for the food bank when they do it, and he's asleep. When am I going to be home? He's asleep. I'm home when he wakes up. So people don't understand your life.
That's true. Cause we homeschool our boys, so
Uh-huh.
we homeschool, so a lot of people think if you homeschool your kids, they're not going to be socialized and they're going to be stay home. Like, no, we socialize, but we socialize them in the right places. Yeah, we spend a lot of time with church because I want my sons to socialize with people at church.
Yeah.
I want my sons to, be around people of God. I don't.
Yes.
So I'd rather them be around that than,
And they're very
riffraff.
social because I have met kids that on school 24/7
Mm-hmm.
and they can't even say hi to you.
Mm-hmm.
I met kids like that. Oh, he's in the team, so. Are you sure he is? Because he doesn't even know how to say hi. You know? And for your kids not to be in public school, they're short. No, a lot of stuff, they're short because you let them. You give them freedom, and you guide them. You guys are guiding them. Like, what's wrong, what's right. Like I said, kids will make mistakes.
Yeah.
And they will say the craziest things,
Mm-hmm.
But we have to. That's what we're supposed to teach them because we're the adults, we're the mothers, we're the sisters, we're the adults. We have to teach them,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that these kids have two people like you and your husband that are willing, that's a blessing. That's a blessing because I'm telling you, to some people it's a job. To some people it's a job, and you guys are just doing it from your heart. To some people it's a job like. If I'm done at 5, I'm fine, I'm leaving. Doesn't matter if the 501, that little kid has a question or that little kid wants something else. It doesn't matter. It's a job. But yeah. So, do we have something?
I think Logan from our UMO youth group said hi. Hi, Logan.
Oh, Logan. That's another kid that oh my God, he has so much fun at the youth program.
Yeah, he has a big heart. He's fun.
We love Logan. We loved Logan before we met him because we loved to hear from like, hi Logan.
Yes. And Logan's a man. He'll get stuff done. You give him a task and he's on it.
It's awesome. Yeah, but like I said, some people, it's just it's a job. It's not from the heart. See, that's why I have a problem. Like I will volunteer anywhere, and if I'm gonna do it because it's gonna be from the heart. It's not because I want to look good in front of people or I want people to see how much I volunteer. No, I'm not gonna volunteer something I don't believe in. I don't like.
That's what God calls us to do. If we're going to offer a gift, He wants us to do it from the heart.
Exactly.
He wants us to do it from the heart, not from our guilt or not from our self-conscious. He wants us to do it because it's something we've heard Him put on our heart to do.
Yes, and that's the way you guys are doing it, and I admire that because it's not easy also to deal with kids. It's not that easy. It's not.
No, especially teenagers.
I'm like, it's not that easy.
But I tell my husband all the time, I go, God trained us to do teenagers, to be with teenagers because
and you have boys too.
Yes, we have 4 boys.
And they're boys too, so
yes.
So that's like, yeah, no, it's not that easy, like, but that's why I'm like, I admire that. I admire that you guys have the peace, the confidence, and that love for them, the love for what you guys do, the love for your children. It shows on your children. You know, sometimes when your kids are not on it and you're like, oh, the kid is this, but the parent is that, you don't see it. You're like, how does that work? I see that all the time, and I'm like, oh, maybe that's why your kid has a problem because you have a problem. You should be fixing your problem before you fix somebody else's problem. At least that's what my grandma used to tell us. Fix your problem before you're trying to fix everybody's problems. And I never understood that. I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh yeah. My mom was like, yeah, your grandma was always like that. Like, why are you over there gossiping when you have you have issues too? I'm like, oh, that's so true. It sounds horrible, but it's true. But so I just want to thank you guys for all you do, and God got big things for you guys, and I know it, and it's awesome. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I just want people to like join us and just, and give you guys opportunity. Believe me, your children will thank you. They will thank you.
The youth, they want it. They're hungry. They're hungry for something more. and they're hungry to know Jesus. And we just got to give them more. We have to give them a place to explore that and to learn, to grow.
And Jesus said, "Let the children come to me."
And they're coming.
So we have to let them, because you know, like when you said that, it was going on with the kids. See, what people don't fail to realize is that the enemy, he sees the kids are acting up. He goes after those kids because he's like, that kid's already wild. He thinks, the enemy thinks that kid's already lost. So
Yeah.
I could get to him. Ain't nobody watching over him. Ain't nobody praying for him. He knows. God said, that's why he gave him that freedom. So when the devil sees a child that is alone and that's disturbed, and his parents are having all these issues, or whoever he lives with, so the enemy knows that's an easy task, that target right there. I'm gonna go after that kid, and I'm gonna make him do things that, because he's lonely, because there's nobody else talking to him. But when that kid has Jesus, when that kid has a mama praying over him, or his youth leaders, or his grandma, whoever, if someone's praying over him, believe me, the devil's gonna think twice before attacking that kid.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, they don't leave that kid alone. He's prayed on it, and he belongs to Jesus.
Yeah.
So that's how the enemy works. He's just looking. He's just looking when people are doing bad things.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's up my alley.
Yes, definitely. And then us as, believers, we have to intercede for our kids, our youth, and we have to intercede for them and let them know we're praying over all the youth and this whole generation that's coming up. We got to pray over them and be there for them and intercede for them, because there is an attack on the youth. There is an attack on this generation right now with all the things going on and controversies and what they're trying to plant in our children's head in the schools. We have to
Especially-
intercede for our kids and protect this next generation coming up, because they're the future.
especially in the schools,
Yeah.
with all these things that are going on. And I mean, kids are attacking their parents, they're attacking their moms, they're doing those type of things. So definitely the kids are getting attacked, because it's easy, because they already got on them. See, all these crazy things that are going on, the enemy, he is busy. He is busy, but we are stronger than him. We are smarter than him. So let your children reach out. Let them come at least once and let them experience it. See if they like it. I'm sure they're gonna love it, because they're gonna have God. They're gonna feel it. They're gonna feel what God is. They're gonna feel the freedom. And I just want to say that if you don't have the patience for a child, if you don't have that calling, just don't. Just don't. Just don't, because you will confuse the kid.
Yeah.
You will confuse the kid more. I it's just sad to see some of these children that are that try to reach out to adults, and adults turn them down. You hear it in school. They try to talk to teachers, but I can't help you with that. Or I can't jump in if somebody's hurting you. It's sad that the teachers are not there for the right reasons.
Well, they're too stuck to their protocol.
Yes.
Yeah. You better.
I mean, I like, if I don't know, I have a hard time, just because you told me not to defend someone, to help someone in danger. I'm going to do it, because I'm going to lose my job. Just God has my back. He'll find another job for me. He'll open another door. I know my value. I know my value. So, yes, I understand the protocols. It's not like you can go beat up the kid, but you could break up the fight.
Yeah.
And they fire you. Oh well, they fire you. Why did you get fired? Because I tried to protect someone. But see, I will have a hard time going home knowing I could have done something about it.
Yep. And we sleep at night.
Yeah, I would have a hard time thinking, just let that little boy get beat, because I can't jump in. I can't help him.
They told me, you can pick off the soda.
Because that could be your child.
And they need patience, especially the teenagers. They need patience.
Lots
of patience. And if you don't have that patience, we all go through stuff in life, but if you don't have that patience when you're stepping, into a situation with the hostile teenager. You know, have that have that moment to say, maybe I'm not the man for this job. I'm not, I'm not the person to do this right now.
It's true. It's true. That happened to me. I went to I used to work at a clinic, and I did medical um, assistant. The money was good. Everything was good. The people were lovely, but that wasn't my calling. I didn't feel good. I think I was doing it more because, you know, the money was good and I loved who I worked with. The people were awesome. But the situations that I got into because, doing medical assistant in back office and I seen things that I didn't want to see. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, no, this is not for me. And like, so, I'm like, no, I'm not going to grow here because it's not for me. I'm not doing it with my heart. I'm not doing it from the heart. The same with children. It's worse with children because they're so sensitive. Kids are so sensitive. They're like, I'm sure you still remember some of your teachers that were cool with you. I had a lot of cool teachers, but then the time was different when I was in high school. You know, they broke up fights. Teachers broke up fights. They didn't let us fight. And back then we fought 1-on-1. We didn't fight one against 15.
Right.
No. Even the other kids were not allowed that to happen. When I grew up, the other kids were not allowed that to happen. Now, I don't know what's going on in their heads, that they think it's okay. I don't know what goes on in people's head. But the teachers, you guys need to like wake up and rise up and double think what you're doing. Because you know what? I think if we let, like, okay, the school gives us like rules, but you accept them. But if they're all united and say, no, we're not going to accept that. We're not going to take that. People we overrule if we get together, if we rise up.
Yes, you definitely want to get involved. That's why they have these school board meetings. Go, parents, go to your school board meetings. Get involved, know what's going on in your schools. And when I finally did get involved and look into school meetings, I pulled my sons out of school district.
Yeah.
I pulled them out because I didn't want my sons involved.
Yeah, you don't want, no, I wouldn't blame you. Before the pandemic started, I didn't know much about homeschool. I mean, kids have to be around other kids. But once all these shootings started, once the teacher can't help them, once I'm like, oh no, if I had a kid, he would not be going to school. Because if my kid's not safe around the teacher if someone comes in and the teacher can't do nothing about it, nah, I'm good. Like, no, I don't trust my kid with you.
No, and then honestly, I'm so I'm grateful for homeschooling my sons because we've been able to have that time with them. Your kids. Your kids are only babies for so long.
Oh yes.
for a mother, for me as a mom, like it's been such a blessing. Like my son just being home every day. They're home with me every day. And people, sometimes people like, oh, you homeschool, like you never get a break. I'm like, I don't want it because I know one day they're gonna be grown men out of the house and they're gonna leave me one day.
And then you're gonna be like, I wish they were here.
Yeah,
I wish they were here.
But I've had this time with them homeschooling and to spend with them and just get to know them and just watch them develop on their own, and they've found their own personalities to where now when they do go to school eventually, like I'm confident in them still sticking to who they are.
Yes, especially that. Don't if you guys are out there hearing us, children, don't change who you are. Just don't let no one tell you to change who you are. Only Jesus could do that. He'll do that through your heart. Jesus will change you. Because he's a gentleman. He's not going to force you. You're going to change on your own. You're going to change on your own.
Be bold.
Yes.
Don't be quiet about your love for Jesus.
Yes. And again, we invite you to call in and to give us what you're grateful for. I'm grateful for a lot of things. I'm grateful for the Lord that he's always faithful to me. The Lord never leaves me or forsakes me. The Lord always there for me. Even when I think he's not there, he's there. And I ask for forgiveness because I'm like, oops, for a minute, for a split second, I forgot. But no, he's faithful. He's always there for us. So I'm grateful that I know him. I'm grateful that I know him. Read another question. Who's that? Troy boy. Oh, Troy boy. Where is he at? Oh, can we read that?
What's up?
What's up? Let's be right there. Hello. Hi, what's up, Troy? Oh, Troy's a lovely kid too. He's a lovely kid. He's a servant of God. Troy is a servant of God. And you know what? Troy does it with an open heart, with love. That boy is always smiling. He's working hard and he's smiling. He's smiling. We love Troy. Thank you for listening, Troy.
Yes, Troy. Good hearing from you, and let us know what you're grateful for.
Yes, call us and let us know what you're grateful for. You know, let us know what God has done for you. God has done a lot of things for me. You know, oh, let me tell you, I'm also grateful, before I forget, I'm also grateful that He opened a door for us to work together.
Yes.
And we're going to be doing that more often.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful because I value other people's opinion. I like to hear from other people. I like to share with people. I like to know about them, you know. So I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that you guys are part of the family, part of the team, part of us. You know, we're part of you guys. You know, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that uh, that we are working together and we're gonna make a lot of changes. A lot of things are coming new on this new year. A lot of good things.
Mm-hmm.
That 1 hour with UCIEL is gonna have a lot of little subjects here and there. We're gonna do a lot of new things. You're having a show coming up too.
Yes.
So a lot of things are happening, and good things. Good things. Oh, he said, "Okie dokie." By the way, love you more, guys too. Oh, Troy. Yes, thank you, Troy. Well, I'm thankful for Troy. I'm thankful that the church has Troy because he helps out a lot, and like I said, he always does it with a smile.
Yes, and Troy definitely he just shines his love for God, and this is the kids love seeing that, and the kids love Troy.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
My husband says, I need to give Troy my Jesus hugs. They're Jesus hugs.
Yeah, Troy boy gives good hugs.
Yes, it's a Jesus hug.
Yes, Willow just loves Troy. And she sees Troy and she goes full speed and jumps on him.
Oh yeah,
Just loves him.
Yeah, Willow, aka my best friend. Yeah. I told her, I'm gonna be 80 and 20 years old, and you still gonna be best friends. She's like, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, oh, she's been forever. I'm like, oh. Oh, you took that really serious. Forever and ever.
Forever and ever. You know, she told me like, she's my best friend forever and ever. I was like, okay, girl.
She told me that. I told Blue, okay. Forever and ever.
I said
it. Yeah, so thank you, Troy. Thank you for your words.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm grateful for people like him.
Mm-hmm.
That God puts good people in my path. You know, I have to be grateful for. That's one thing, that God puts good people on my path.
Amen.
You know, like, thank you, Father, that you allow me to distinguish. You know,
Mm-hmm.
He'll tell me to. You know, so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I do tell him all the time. I'm grateful for the relationship that him and Blue have. I'm so grateful for it because,
Yes.
you know.
Yes, that too. Yes.
You know, with our background or just, you know, it's hard for, you know, people from the streets or, you know, people who have maybe like a more blue collar lifestyle. It's hard for us to find like-minded people.
Yes.
And for, you know, my husband, he moved out here from California. Didn't have any friends that came out here with him.
Yeah.
he was out here by himself, and he didn't have any, you know, friends.
Yeah.
Besides family that would come down once in a while. But I'm grateful that him and Blue have a friendship, and iron sharpens iron. And
yeah, and they feed from each other.
They do.
They feed from each other.
They do. They feed off each other, and they come up with their master plans. And
I know. We were talking. I'm like, oh, here we go.
and here we are executed.
Yeah, and then instead of asking you, ask him, well, what did Lilie say?
Same.
And then he's like, well, he gives me the whole run. And I'm like, wow, all that. And I'm sure he doesn't always talk more, but that's what he said. I'm like, okay. So I'm grateful for that because, like you said, it's hard to find people that share your opinions, that understand you.
Yes.
That they're not gonna judge. First of all, that you're not gonna judge you.
Right.
Because let me tell you something, people. When you judge someone without even knowing, it's heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, oh, you know what? I heard hearing a song on his car, and it said a bad word, so he's a bad person. Oh, really? You went based on that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's wrong because you're judging. First of all, you should not be judging. You let God do that, but you're not God.
Right.
You're not God. When people come and tell me bad things about others, first of all, I don't like it. I don't like people telling me bad things about others, but when they do, I'm just ignoring them. I mean, I'm not gonna dislike that person all because of what you came and told me. Simple.
Yeah, and then you don't want to sound too judgy when
Yeah.
people are like, well, so and so, I saw them over here at this place, or I saw them doing this, and they were walking out the store with a case of whatever, and that's not my business.
No.
That's not my business. But if that's something that they struggle with, like you know, that's
Listen.
yeah, I'll pray for them if they ask me to. If
Yeah.
that's something they come to me that they're struggling with, but that's something between them and the Holy Spirit to
Yeah.
deal with, and you gotta. That's what I'm saying. Same thing with kids. They need that space to deal with something with God. They need that space for the Holy Spirit to do what the Holy Spirit needs to do.
Yes. Exactly. We cannot, especially we cannot judge these kids because of what they've done,
Mm-hmm.
because where they live, because what they wear.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Or who their parents are.
No.
Or,
Everyone's his own character.
yep.
Everyone's his own character. But you need to. That's why I like that song, that intro song, because it says if everyone cared and nobody lied,
Mm-hmm.
and if everyone shared and followed their pride, this will be a different life. Because it is true. Because we were so quick to judge. We're so quick to, oh, and it's always monkey see, monkey do.
Mm-hmm.
I notice that about people. It's like, what are you like? I don't know what you're doing like her. I'm like, okay, you know, I have a friend that she has certain friends that I don't agree with what they do. Not once have I told her I don't like them, so I'm not gonna talk to you. We can talk to them. That's none of my business who you talk to.
Mm-hmm.
My business is what me and you have.
Yep.
Is my relationship with you. My friendship with you is my business. Your relationship with that person that I don't agree, that's none of my business. Never do I tell her, oh, they're wrong. She knows how I feel, and that's all she needs to know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna judge them. That's their business. Yeah, sometimes I don't want to be part of that when I'm invited, but it's my choice. I don't want to be, but that doesn't mean I stop loving my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And the people don't understand that. The people right away they jump into judging. Oh, you hang around him, you talk to him, so I don't want to talk to you. Or it's always about, and I tell you what, people that are more religious are the ones that judge you more.
Mm-hmm.
I know that.
Yeah.
They're always criticizing others with tattoos. They're always criticizing other thoughts, music. The way I see it, you fix yourself first. Fix yourself first. Get that out of you. Get that out of you. Get that out of you. If you're disliking them because of what they wear, because somebody told you don't like them, oh, okay, I'm not gonna like them because you told me. Give people chances.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. I remember when I when I got you as a partner, and I remember I liked you without even knowing you. That's a funny thing. That's why I keep mentioning to you because I remember I came home from the book fair. We have another. Oh, what did he say?
Troy says, I'm thankful and blessed to have guys in my heart. You guys in my heart. And I thank God for all of you.
Oh, we thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Troy.
you. Yes. And I remember I came home because we were in a book club, and my husband goes, "So, you like the partner that you got?" I said, "Yeah, I like her because I don't know her." Because I'm like, I don't know her, so I like her. I go, and he was like, "Okay, that works." He goes, "That works for you, works for me." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm happy." I was happy because I'm like, finally, with, someone that I'm gonna get to know because I don't know her.
Yeah.
And she's not gonna be pulled away like, don't go over there, don't go over there. And it's funny because when I told my friend, because I told her at the book club, And then she goes, "Who did you get?" I said, "I don't know her. I like her." And she goes, "That's what they gave her to you because," yeah. She goes, "She's new." She says, "None of the old ones wanted to be with you." And I'm like, "Oh, be quiet." She started clowning me. She's like, "What? None of the old ones wanted to be in your team?" I'm like, "No." I said, "This one's a new one."
I know. It's like I go. I think my partner is your friend's wife.
Yeah, you like, I liked it because I didn't know you. See, that's what people have to do.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know them. Why? Only because how they look. Only because what someone else told you. That's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible. I go back to what we did with the homeless. If you saw them, people don't want to talk to them. But when you get to talk to them, they're just like us.
Yeah, and they just want to talk. They just want people to talk to, and they were really nice. They were all respectful.
That's
And
what I
even
was
with the
amazed.
kids, with the kids there, like they were like respectful still. They weren't, they weren't like greedy with anything that we were giving freely.
Yeah.
But they weren't greedy with it, like coming and just trying to take
Yeah, no,
everything.
they weren't.
They didn't rush us when we opened, so
No.
they were all really, really kind people, and even talking to them and hearing some of their own testimonies was amazing.
Yes, and you know what? And I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful that I got to know them. Makes me want to do more for them. How about you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we're on.
Yes, we'll definitely be back out there.
So if any of you guys
Listening
are
apart.
listening to us, we love you guys and we're coming back.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys are listening, we told you guys to listen. We will be back. We have not forgot you, and I don't think we can forget you. So, and if you guys are listening, if you guys don't have donations and stuff like that, because we do ask for essentials, it's never too late. Join us. I know you have an extra sweater. I know you have an extra blanket. We all do. It's beautiful to give. It's beautiful to give.
Yes, definitely. And give freely. Yes, giving it freely. We're picking numbers. We're just giving what they needed, and they only took what they needed, and it was a blessing to be there.
Yes. I think they thought we were a blessing, but I think, you know what? I don't know. I don't think I told you, but I don't know if it happened to you. You changed me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I've been since Saturday night. I've been on a cloud.
Yeah.
And I've been emotional. I got emotional on Sunday when I was at work. I was like, oh. I was emotional. I don't know. Something in me changed.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely did get emotional the next day on Sunday too. I don't remember the scripture exactly, but the pastor in church was talking about. Pastor Jose was saying one of the scriptures was Matthew 25 something, but it was like I was naked and you clothed me. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. I was hungry and you fed me. And I was sitting in front of the behind me was the back row. It's all the youth group, and several of the kids that were there on Sunday were there Saturday. And I turned around to them at the end of the service and I told them, "You guys, it just blessed my heart hearing that today because I got to see you guys live this out yesterday. Yes. I got to see you guys walk in the Word of God. Like you guys were living out this scripture yesterday, and it just blessed my heart all over again to hear this today and knowing what you guys did yesterday. It was just amazing."
Yes, it changed me. It changed me because I always knew, but it's different when you're in it, when you're right there with the human, when you're just fellowshipping with them, just there, when they're telling you their stories, when they asking you if you know of something that can help me, and no, people, they didn't ask for money, no, that's one thing. Also, they never asked for money, they only asked for food and essentials. You guys have this, you have that,
socks, and beanies, and extra blankets, and we had it, and we were able to give it.
Yes, and then no, they didn't ask for money. They didn't ask for money, so they respected us that way. You know, and I mean, I wish we had money to give out, but we gave them what they needed without let us to give them. And none of this would have been possible if we didn't have giving hearts to help us, or giving hearts. So definitely going back to do this. We're gonna try this a little more often. I know. Oh yeah, somebody heard we did a drive, so somebody gave me 2 bags of stuff.
Oh wow.
of essentials.
That's
They're
a
like,
blessing.
and she was like, well, she goes, I heard that they needed this, and she goes, so I got you a couple of this. I'm like, I just looked at her, I'm like, well, thank you. Uh, I'm like, this is awesome. It's gonna go somewhere.
It is. It is. And it was so fun.
It
The
was
kids
fun.
had fun, and it was all fun. It's a great day.
Yes, it was a great day. Kids are not gonna forget this, especially the youth, because they're gonna go up to say, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, how did when the kids ask you, how do I pay what you've done for me? What you're doing for me? Oh, we got a phone call. Hello. Hello. Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
hey, Troy.
Hi, Joy. How are you? It's okay. Are you good? Troy, so tell us why you're grateful now on Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for? See, that's awesome. A lot of things he said.
There's a lot of things, Troy. And we're definitely grateful for you, Troy. That's awesome. That's awesome, Troy. Well, you're definitely part of that group.
We are a team. We are a team for Jesus.
Yes, Troy. We're definitely grateful for you and just you being part of our lives, and we're definitely appreciative of Troy Boy.
Everything you do for the church, because you're doing it for Jesus. So
Mhm.
we're grateful for that because you do a lot, Troy. You do a lot, and also with just your happiness and your hugs.
Yes.
What if someone's having a bad day and you give them a hug? That's awesome. My husband, Blue, always looks forward to your hugs.
Mhm.
So yes, no, but he always looks forward to your hugs. Jesus hugs.
Mhm.
Yes, we look forward to those hugs. And I brag to my husband when I get home when he doesn't go. I tell him, guess what? I got me a Troy hug. I'm like, I got me a Troy hug. And
Yes.
he's like, oh man, was he there? I'm like, he's always there.
Yeah, like you say, no matter what anybody says about me, Troy says I'm awesome.
Yes. So
Troy says I'm awesome. And he says,
so if he says
God's awesome, and he puts me in the same category with Jesus, I'm good.
right, if he says it, it is. If Troy,
Yes, Jesus awesome all the time.
yes. Troy, thank you so much for calling us. Thank you so much for listening to us,
Yeah,
Troy.
Troy.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you. You're, uh, uh, I just want to tell you that I'm so proud of you because I know where you come from. I know what you've done, and I know everything you're doing. And I'm so proud of you because you've grown so much.
Mhm.
You've done so much, and I'm so proud of you.
I
You have,
appreciate that.
yeah, you have an awesome testimony, and wow, when you look at you, it's like, nah, that's Troy is just a new person, just you know. So I'm proud of
Yeah,
you.
for sure. But I just wanted to call and
All right.
to say what's up and tell you guys that I'm just grateful to have you guys.
Thank you,
And you
Troy.
guys are an ultimate blessing. So
Thank you.
No, thank you, Troy. You have a good night, and you're a blessing, Troy.
Have a blessed night, Troy. We love you.
you too, and you guys have an awesome night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
What a joyful person, huh?
He is. Troy Boy's always so sweet.
Yeah, I tell Luke, guess what? I like Troy. He's like, oh, you did? I'm like, yes. I sure did. I'm like, a
definitely-
big hug.
He's definitely the big brother. He's
Yes.
definitely just
Yes.
the
Yes.
big brother. You just want to stick right by his side.
Yes. Yes. Thank you again for calling. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, we're gonna take a small, going to a small break, and we'll be right back. And hopefully, someone does call. Come on, people, be grateful. I know there's a lot of things you want to be grateful for. We are live. I know you guys hear from the radio that we're live and we're not, but we are live, and we'll be right back. You're so sweet.
That's cool, Troy calling.
See you call my show. 1, 2. So when we're done, we could just post it up however you want to. We could post it up. We just say whatever. You know what you want to say. What you think. But yeah, it's awesome.
The mastermind.
Yeah. That guy right there, that's one of his friends. Oh my God. So when I met him, I said, you take a picture of him. He was standing there and I was like, come here, take right here. And he goes, what's your first name? Like, yes. And then I went to him like, I heard the music around here. I was like, and then I started something to women all the girls like,
There he goes.
yeah. I know that you Camera gonna call it? Camera gonna listen to my show. He doesn't understand it. I don't understand like so you do it for myself. You don't understand me? You don't understand me.
Go on the bikes and click them. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I don't know why.
Imagine. You always say something like that. Did you miss him?
I know my mom. I like this kid. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on live. So before you say welcome back, and then
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Hello and welcome back. So we are here on UCIEL's 2-hour Thanksgiving special.
yes, and then I went over today. Today's two. Yes. So I invite you guys to call and let us know what you're thankful for. Like Troy said, there's a lot of things to be grateful for, not just one. Just a lot. The fact that we are here today, to be able to talk and just express ourselves, just like God arrives us, it's already to be thankful for, or if you want to say something to someone, you want to say something why you're thankful to that person because you have that person in your life. Just anything. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your opinions.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to give a shout out, you can always give us a call at 833-586-6218. And then if you're our youth and you guys want to talk or have anything to say, it's same number, just extension 700.
Yes, that's awesome. You guys have a youth line.
Yeah,
That's clever.
Like I said, we just want to give them somewhere to land, somewhere that's open,
Yes, that's nice. That's clever. I know you guys are listening. I know you guys are hearing us, but we want to hear from you. We want to hear your opinion. Um, this show is not possible if you guys are not being a part of it. I want you guys to be part of it. I'm here because of you guys, because I want to hear from you guys. There's no right or wrong question. All questions, all comments are welcome.
Yes, definitely. I always tell my class when I'm teaching, I always tell them, there's the only stupid question is the question not asked.
That's right. That's right. Because then you stay with that. I should have asked, or I should, we should have. I do that sometimes, and I'm like, oh man, I should have. I'm like, I learned to be like, no, I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to because I need to know. That's how you learn.
Yeah, closed mouths don't get fed.
That's so true. Yeah, that's how you learn. That's how you learn.
Yes, definitely. So, let us know. Even if you
Maybe you just want to say hi, bye.
just want to say hi, just want to say,
Bye.
shout out for someone that you're thankful for, or what you're thankful for, or just what your plans are for this Thanksgiving. That you're
Yes.
spending with family.
My plans are to sleep. What are your plans?
I'm saying.
Yeah. I told Blue, I'm not cooking this year. You can order some food out, but I'm not gonna cook. I want to sleep. I've been working a lot, and part of that is because people don't want to work. So
Yeah.
my job does.
Well, thankfully, my sister is coming down, and her and my mom are taking over
Oh yeah.
the major stuff, so I just gotta make a mac and cheese. So that's easy.
Right. Well, yeah, it's easy, but at the end, you end up doing more. You end up doing more.
I'm letting them take the reins this year.
Right.
I'm bowing out.
This is my first year that I'm not gonna cook, but I want to sleep in. I told my husband, do you mind if this Thanksgiving I'll be a turkey myself to sleep? He's like, okay.
Just remember to make sure you turn me over once in a while.
Make sure I'm
Make
alive.
sure I'm breathing.
But I'm grateful for that I'm gonna have a break, 2-day break.
Yeah,
And just sleep.
It's a long weekend.
Be in my PJs. I was telling one of the sisters, I'm like, I want to be in my PJs. And I said, but I am going to brush my teeth. And she goes, please, sister, and deodorant. I'm like, yeah, deodorant and brush teeth. And she's like, okay, the rest we could work with.
It's gonna get up long enough to take a shower and get back in bed.
Right? We were laughing about that. But that's a blessing that I'm able to do that,
Yes, and they're animals. That's what San Henry was like. I want to give all the dogs a bath so they can come inside and we can cuddle all weekend.
Right?
But they're also dirty.
Yes. Oh my God, my dog got dirty last week. Oh my God, it was massive. I was like, oh. So I took her a bath at 5:30 in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. I'm like, oh, you smell, you dirty. And she's looking at me like, hi. Like,
I know, we're gonna give them a bath, but I know it'll only last for like a couple days, and as soon as we let them back outside, they just go right to dig for a hole.
Yeah.
They go right in the dirt.
she's starting to do that. Like, she digs and digs. I'm like, oh my God, the little fake grass that I have that doesn't work. I'm trying to pull it to the side. I'm like, oh my gosh.
And we have
Like
big
that.
dogs, so it just looks like they're trying to dig to China. This is a big hole in the back there.
They're probably working for a Chapo or something. They're trying to, you don't ever know.
Where'd this tunnel go to?
Oh, I'm in Mexico. Where that? Wait, yeah, but just call. I'm grateful for my dog. I'm grateful for my Olivia. She's a new addition. I'm grateful for her. Even though she's a wild child, I'm grateful for her. She is so wild. Like, she has no chill, But I was talking to my friend yesterday, and she says, I could hear her. I'm like, yeah. And she goes, I know she drives you nuts, but I know you love it. And I'm like, oh, kind of. She's like, I know you. She goes, I know you love it. I'm like, yes,
Oh yes, just like having a toddler around. You love them when they're so cute and they want to cuddle,
yes.
but then they eat all the crayons and you're like, oh.
Yeah. So You know how when she popped that punching thing,
Oh
I
yeah.
knew it was her. You know why? The whole time she was she was like feeling like scared and down, and she was just like so serious. And then I was like, "What's wrong with her?" And she was like, "Oh, it's because you know what she did." And I'm like, she was looking at me with her puppy. I was like, "I was trying to get my toy, mom. That's all, you know." And I'm like, "Okay." So you know what? I'll be honest. I missed her being rambunctious. I was like, "Are you okay? You have fever? What's going on?" And he was like, "Well, make up your mind." I'm like, "Well, I'd rather see her wild than settle like this because it's out of her character." So it was cool. It was cool. So I'm like, yeah, I love her when she's wild. I don't want to see her like that again. She was so sad and she was so depressed. She was just laying there like,
He's
I'm
waiting
in
for
trouble.
it.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
I did it.
yeah. That's how smart she knows because we found that squeaky toy and she was like, I did it. You know, she's like, oh my god, I know that water. You know, because she knows we get on her for throwing that water, but.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
water everywhere. But
yeah, so you know, there's a lot of things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my animals, definitely for my animals. They keep me busy. I love animals. If I was a millionaire, probably be like, have more animals.
oh, I definitely know if we had a bigger backyard, we'd have like 10 dogs.
Yes, that'd be my dream too.
I'm halfway there, but
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Like that's they see my animals. Like when I cuddle with them, when I touch them, it brings so much peace to me. Even though I have to do work for them, they bring peace to me. They don't care. They don't judge.
hmm
They don't care.
no, animals love unconditionally, especially dogs.
They don't care. Even if you yell at them, they still go away. They're like, no, I'm just gonna stay here by your side. You know, I love that. You know, that's why they're my favorites. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, it's a lot of things to be grateful for. Grateful
Yes.
that we get to enjoy that. You know, grateful that we get to enjoy that. One thing that I noticed that if you spell dog backwards, it says God. It spells God.
It does.
So I always relate that. I'm like, oh, that's the reason why. I'm like, what are you trying to say, Lord? You know, like you send them for it. You send them to us, you know. But
It's in your friend.
yes, I just encourage people to don't mistreat them. If you don't want them, don't get them. Don't mistreat them because they're innocent. They're innocent. It's, as wild as they are, they're innocent.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't ask nothing but feed them and love them. That's all.
Yep. That's all you need to do. It'll be good dogs.
Yes, they'll be
Mm-hmm.
good dogs. Yes, yes. I like turtles too. Dogs and turtles are my thing. Always been my thing. Turtles and dogs. But we're so happy with Olivia. So thank you for bringing our baby.
Oh, he's actually trying to get home.
Yes. Oh, I go chinga. Once animal enter our houses and go nowhere.
I know, same here. I don't know. We were for a minute there over the summer. We were like the house for all the strays. We had like a bunch of stray dogs at the house for some reason.
Yes, that's nice. That's good work. That's good work. We teach our kids too to respect them. I tell kids, you don't have to love the animals. Just because I love animals doesn't mean the whole world has to love them.
Mm-hmm.
But what the world does have to do is not mistreat them.
Right.
See, that's one thing that we do not mistreat them. You know, just like they say when as children, you have to understand them. You have to love them.
Yeah,
You know,
you don't want to raise kids up to be cruel to animals.
no, because that leads to other stuff.
Yeah. Or to be scared of them.
Yes, yes. But I want to encourage people to involve your kids, with the youth. And the reason why I'm insistent because that God has put it in my heart that we need to do this. We need to be encouraging our kids to follow Him, to learn from Him, and be free with Him. And all you have to do is give them a chance. Give those kids a chance. Give give them a chance. You already make your choices, whether you want to go to church or not. You made your choices. Let that little person in your house make its own choice, right?
Definitely. And, you know, kids are going through a lot nowadays. And honestly, a lot of these things and battles that kids are coming up against, the answer is God. The answer is having God in their life to get them through and to make understanding of the confusion that's being pushed on them.
Yes. And see, that's why kids are very smart, and they'll
Mhm.
test us.
Oh yes.
They will test us. They'll see how far we could handle it. How
Mhm.
far we'll let them. Kids will, kids will do that to you. So that's why we have to be patient and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that annoys me about people, like on media, I'm sure you see that a lot. That you see that, oh, somebody in school was doing this, and they tell you the whole story, and you're like, what did you do? Did you just sit there and watch or record?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't want to get involved. You don't record.
And go get somebody that can get involved.
Exactly. Like people are quick to record. They're quick to. Um, Someone was telling me a story about that across the street where she lived, the kids were drinking. Kids underage were drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that someone called the cops, a neighbor called the cops, and said, those kids look under 18 and they're drinking. Yeah, it's a party. So the cops did come out.
Mm-hmm.
But because there was a grown up there, they didn't do nothing about it. They said they're under. And so the lady said, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I want to. She says, I really want to go up to the police station and say, your cops are here.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't do nothing. Those kids continue. And he said that the reason they called because they were shooting guns. They were shooting.
Oh wow.
And the cops didn't search it. But she says, I want to, but I don't know if I have to, if I could. So I told her, you tell her, go. Go and tell them, what bothers you. I said, the reason is because we don't speak, we don't say nothing.
Yeah, because if those kids were 50 feet down the sidewalk, they would have got in trouble.
Yeah.
If they weren't sitting at that person's house and they were on the sidewalk, they would have got in trouble.
There you go. What if someone would have got hurt? What if her kids would have got hurt?
Mm-hmm.
And then what? And now it's sounding the whoever did it's horrible. They were against the kids. They were racist. They were this. No, ma'am. It's because the cops didn't do nothing and they had a chance to do something.
Mm-hmm.
That's another topic that I want to get to later on. It's about that because I have a lot of issues about that. Like there's a lot of things that you don't do. You're quick to bug other stuff, but you don't bug. You don't do what you're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're quick to bug someone else. But you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Why is a kid that's 15 years old drinking?
Yeah.
Why? He has no business drinking. The fact that see a lot of these parents, like my mom back in the day when I used to tell I'm gonna go to my friend's house, my mom would call them out. And she'd be like, is she over there? My mom, the parent would be like, yeah, she's right here. Okay, my mom would like, I leave you home at this time, because she never let me spend the night. But my mom would always like quadruple check. I want that lady's number, and I want her name, and I want this, and I couldn't play my mom. And now kids do that. They play their parents.
Yeah. And then I'm from the other side to where my mom was more lenient and was like, okay, well, just be home by this time.
Yeah.
And like you said, kids need discipline. Kids need direction. And sometimes, I think like, well, if she would have told me no, I would have been somewhere different. Like
Yeah.
she would have just told me, no, you're not going out. Or
Yeah.
no, you're not, that's not okay. Like it could have been
Different, yes.
Yeah, would have had a lot less struggle.
Yeah, my mom was strict with that. She never let us spend the night, and she would be like, I want you back here in 2 hours. Like, really? Like, why not? 2 hours or you're not going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But like I said, she always make sure I was there. And sometimes she'll be like, can I talk to her?
Yeah, I'm definitely that mom now. Like, and I'm like, well, no, who's this person? Like, well, who's their parents?
Yeah. Yeah, you need to double check all that. See, that's what happens. All these parents will let them, because unfortunately, and I know people are going to get upset at me, and that's okay, they're all day on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, definitely.
So, go, because I'll be busy on the phone. When they tell me, you're on the phone too, yeah, but I don't have little kids. Ain't no little kids running over from my home, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? When I'm on the phone, I make sure first I take care of my business before I get on the phone, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But parents back then didn't have a phone. So now parents nowadays, that's all I see even my friends. Like, I'm talking to them and they're on the phone. Sometimes I get upset. I'm like, I'm not gonna talk to you right now. Like,
Yeah.
you're
I know kids come over to the house sometimes they're all on the phone. Like, what are you guys doing? Go outside.
Right. Right.
But we grew up in a time where we didn't have phones, right? We knew we had to be home by the streetlights are on.
That was her cue.
Yep, streetlights are on. I gotta go home. But nowadays, the streetlights will be on. And I had my nephew staying with me one time, and he went to his friend's house. Like, hey, when the lights come on, when it starts to get dark, I want you to make your way home. And no, he'll call me. Hey, can I just stay for another hour, or can you come pick me up, or
Yeah. We think that they think it's that easy.
Yeah.
But definitely encourage people to come on. People, just reach out to the youth. Just let them be part of something big, something that's going to be big, something that is already big, because we could see it on the kids' action. I believe the station's going to put up more videos of that event, and we're going to put up a lot of stuff and more information and all that stuff, and just come be part of it.
Yeah, definitely, and definitely check it out if we appreciate support. You're supporting these kids, you're supporting the community, so you support, become a member on Patreon. So
Yes,
yeah.
and we're having a Christmas one, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have a youth Christmas event coming up, so just another one in the books for the youth and celebrate the season.
Yes, celebrate the season, celebrate Jesus. Although we're not sure if it's your birthday, that's the birthday that we celebrate. We're celebrating him. Doesn't matter what day. It's his birthday.
Yeah,
it's him that we celebrated. It doesn't matter. It's when people tell you, oh, I had a friend that I want to do my hair, and she's like, it was my birthday last week. And then me and another girl were sitting there. We're like, it was your birthday last week. And then her friend goes, she's still taking presents. She goes, because it was last week. So I thought that was cool. I'm like, that's true. It don't have to be your birthday.
Yeah.
I'll
take late gifts.
Anytime. That's okay. That's right. Like, I'm a giver. I like to give stuff. It makes me happy. It makes me real happy to see someone. If I got blessed, I want to bless someone else. And people might say, maybe I have someone that told me that at church, actually. That's why you don't have riches, because he says, as much as you work, as much as you do, that's why, because you're giving, you're not growing. And I'm like, how do you know I'm not growing? I'm growing in the Spirit. I'm growing in God. I said, every time I give, I'm growing. It makes me a better person. So, because you don't see the fruit, you don't see a huge house and all that stuff. How do you know I like where I'm at? How do you know my plans?
See, I don't need a 5-bedroom, 2-story house with a 2-car garage.
And believe me, I do not want a 2-story. I clean 2 stories in.
That's a lot of cleaning.
No, I don't. I'm like, can we keep it simple?
Yeah.
I'm like, can we keep it simple? We had different plans for ourselves, but God changed it around us, and He said, not yet.
Yeah.
And we have to be obedient.
Yeah.
So, but
it's definitely a different mindset when you can be grateful for what you and content with what God's already blessed you with.
Yeah, I'm grateful that I have, because people don't have. That I'm able to wake up in the morning. If I want to have eggs, I want to have eggs. Some people don't have that. Look what we went through.
Yeah.
Some people don't have that choice. They can't just get up and say, I'm today I'm going to have some cereal, some hot oatmeal, whatever. No, I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
That I could go, what do I want today?
I can take a hot shower.
Simple.
Yep.
Brush my teeth. One of them said they hadn't had a paste in a long time. Those things got to me. Like, that leads me to want to help them more. Yes, I want to help them more. And we need you guys. We need you guys to support us with essentials and stuff. I mean, just help out. I mean, by helping us, you're helping people that really need it. And you can watch us live. We're giving these things out. It's not like we're going to keep them. Like, don't feel that we're going to be like, because I know God tells me that people are afraid because they trust already so much.
Yeah, I can definitely see where someone would be a little nervous or, not full-heartedly want to give.
Yeah.
Because of other times they've given and not be so hard before. I had an aunt one time that used to give all the time to this homeless man outside of her job. She worked at Target, and she'd always give to this homeless man. and always give her money. That's just was who she was. And she said one time she gave him money, and she was sitting in her car, getting ready to leave for the day, and she saw this homeless man get up and then walk across the parking lot and hop on the Mercedes and take off.
Oh my gosh.
And I can see where that would put somebody off of wanting to give.
Yeah.
That I can understand that. Because I've known, some kids that, some kids, yeah, me and my friends just stand out and, those kids in the parking lot, some of those kids in the parking lot, oh, can you buy candy for my basketball league? He's like, yeah, I just get a box of candy and I'll just walk around with a blank binder and ask for money. And people give it to me. And I'm just like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, they'll do stuff like that. That's what, but I can guarantee you that, because you can watch us live, but we've been doing this already. We are the people that we already been doing this, but now we're growing.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's what we're asking for help.
Yeah.
Because we're growing. But we come from that back.
Yeah.
I'm sure you and your husband, me and my husband, we've already done this.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have united, and now we're growing. So for us to grow more, to help others, you have to give a hand to somebody else. You can't be selfish. You can't be, we have to think about others, not just about ourselves, We have to think about others, It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And just because someone did you wrong does not mean that everyone's like that. Like I said, you're welcome to. We invite you to the outreaches, to the drives. Come out.
Yeah.
If
And
you
definitely
never
just
doubt.
because someone did you wrong, you don't want that stopping you from doing right.
Exactly.
That's something on them. If they did something wrong with, the money or whatever that was given to them, if they did something wrong, that's on them. That shouldn't be on you to stop doing.
Exactly.
And yes, definitely whatever can be given or whatever it's on your heart to give. Like I said, we give freely and we have the youth involved.
It is not a right amount.
Mm-hmm.
It's whatever's in your heart. It's not because you only brought 2 things, we're going to be like, hey, that's 2 things that's going to help somebody else.
Yep, 2 jackets.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to help someone.
And what was donated was 1 package of socks served. I don't know how many people.
Yeah, that's I was like,
But
I got that idea.
1 package of socks, and people were able to take at least 2 pair each, and
Exactly.
went out to at least several people
Yes.
that got some socks that they needed.
Exactly. So just encourage people to just encourage people to come out and just give. I remember when I used to clean the church, and some of my family members said, "Well, why cleaning the church? There's a lot of hypocrite people at that church." First of all, you didn't know my church, but because it was a Christian church, they felt that they were hypocrites because they've been through so much. My family has been through so much with Christian
Mm-hmm.
that they said that. And I said, you know what? I was a little bothered, and I said, I'm not cleaning for those people. If there's one person that got saved, one person that is doing it from the heart, I'm cleaning for that person.
Mm-hmm.
Cleaning for Jesus' house. This is Jesus' house.
Yeah.
What they do, that's none of my business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cleaning for that person that comes and praise God.
Yep.
That's, I'm not, because they're so quick to, judge you about, oh, you're doing it, you're dumb, you're doing it for free. I'm not doing it for free. I'm not doing it for free. I'm doing it because it's a blessing to do it. I'm getting something out of it. I'm getting blessed because God, God's done so much for me. That's the only way I can return to Him.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to give him money? God don't need nothing from me. All He needs me is to be faithful.
Yeah.
What does He need from me? He doesn't need me to give Him money. He doesn't need me to give Him nothing. He has everything. He wants me to help others. He wants me to do for others. That's why I'm doing that.
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand that. People always like, I always got hated on that for that. Even one of my employees told me, I don't know why you do it. She's like, that's a lot of work. I'm like, it's okay. It's for God. It's for God. I said, and I don't care. It's for God.
He's putting a lot of work on me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely.
Exactly that. He has done for me. So
Mm-hmm.
me doing this for him is nothing. It's nothing. Because when I even stopped working here, he still continues.
Mm-hmm.
But I got criticized a lot. A
Oh
lot.
yeah, oh definitely. And you might come to they're real quick to
What are you doing now?
you're doing this when you used to do this.
Yeah.
They're real quick to throw your
Oh yeah.
past at you, but
Oh yeah.
you just gotta be, hey, I got a new wineskin.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm new, so
It's okay. Don't care about past. It's okay.
we can talk about it. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not. Okay.
I know it was my past. I was there.
Yeah, I was there. I lived it.
I know I did not say.
But I'll be more than happy to show you where God moved in my life in that moment.
So exactly, then seeing the new you in your past, they should see the miracle already.
Yeah.
They should see the miracle already.
Yeah.
So yeah, people are quick to judge. I mean,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
Yeah. And then giving doesn't always have to be money.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like
No, I agree
the
with that
church asks for money.
all the time.
That's because the church, most churches they give, they turn around and use that money like, to give back to whatever funds, whatever they're doing. But that's not what God asks for. He doesn't ask for money. He asks for whatever you can offer,
Yes.
whatever's on your heart to offer, whether it be time.
Because there are people that don't have.
Yeah. Whether it be time,
Yeah.
a couple canned goods.
That's what I want you guys to understand, that you give what's in your heart, because you're going to give with a happy heart.
Mm-hmm.
Give because you want to, because it came out of you, not because the church told you, or not because somebody else told you to give. Do it because you want to. When I give with a happy heart. What you do with the money, that's not on you.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I gave it to you, it's already blessed right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I pray for that money. This is for you, Lord, for you.
Mm-hmm.
What he does with that money, I don't care. He pays somebody's bill, more power to you.
Yeah.
If you did something wrong with it, guess what? It's not no more my issues, your issue now.
Yeah. Whether it be $2, I think that at the youth group we had $2 part of the raffle.
Yeah.
And for an adult, $2 is okay, but for teenagers, for a kid, $2,
Like chips.
that's a chips and a drink right there.
Yeah.
At snacks, at school, they can
Yeah.
do something with that. And
Exactly.
They're excited about the $2.
Yeah, they were. I was like, I've never seen a kid like that. I'm like, but see, that's awesome. They didn't expect.
Mm-hmm.
They
were
expect.
grateful for what it was.
Yes. Other kids would have been like, "What's that? No, $2, no, $2,
Just $2.
Yeah. So, but that's why you have to be grateful. You have to be. Don't let no one tell you you have to give this certain amount, or you have to. It's a must. Don't do it because of the wrong reasons. Do it because of the right reasons.
Yeah.
Give it a cheerful heart. Give, like you said, give your time.
Mm-hmm.
When I didn't have, that's what I did. I cleaned the church because I didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
I was only giving a few bucks because I didn't have. It was just, because the things I've done in my past, and things that me and my husband been through, we were paying for those things. You know what I mean? With your record, or with your you know what I mean. If you owe money here and there, so we were never to catch up. We came when we got a car from the dealership. We had to pay like some crazy amount of money because we didn't have a good score. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's part of our consequences what we done when we were younger.
Yeah.
And we dealt with it. And so we didn't have money to give, but I gave my time.
Mm-hmm.
I cleaned that church, and I did it with happiness. I was so happy, and sometimes I started cleaning by myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I just put my headphones, and I'm having a good time,
Yeah.
And people just tell me, "You're not afraid of cleaning at night?" I'm like, "No, this is awesome."
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm like,
That's a safe place to be.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm probably be scared of the parking lot, but I'm not in his house.
And for kids too, because kids, they get into that area of like they do want to do more. They don't know what it is, but they want more. And God's put it on their heart to want more, but you have to have that area for them to have more, to get more. And kids don't have money. They're not asking their parents for money. Mom, can I have $5 so I can go put it in the tithe at church?
Some of the moms don't have that $5. It's probably for their bus.
Exactly. So, they're not going to have that. And if they don't have that, we don't want to put it on the kids to feel like they have to give money.
No.
So having that, like we have to the essentials drive for them, and having things for them to do,
Yeah.
to offer their time. And these kids gave up their whole Saturday,
Yeah.
to be there with us,
And they were happy.
and they were happy.
God, were they happy. They
And
were
they
all
were happy to do
smiles
it.
and running around,
Mm-hmm.
helping. They took breaks to eat. I loved it. I was like, how organized they were. So they, come on, people. Yes, I totally agree. I'm against churches that ask their kids to, they have to give money. They're going to learn how to do that when they get older
Mm-hmm.
because they are seeing it happening. You don't need to tell them. They're going to do it on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Some kids already ask, Mom, can I have a quarter if I can put it in the thing? They'll ask by themselves.
Yeah.
Don't
But
need to ask them.
if you want kids to learn how to, tithe or to give an offering, give them a space to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a space to offer their time, or to offer, hey, I went through my closet and I don't want this clothes anymore. I'm gonna bring it here.
Yeah.
Give them a space to offer that, and
Yeah, offer it to somebody.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's exactly what one of my clients told me, that she gave me a bunch of things because she told the kids, there's going to be a drive.
Mhm.
You're going to get 4 things that you don't want.
Yeah.
That's for someone that needs.
Mhm.
That's your tithing,
Yeah.
You give up something. So I'm really against that. I've been through that with a couple of churches where kids, no, penny for Jesus, no, I don't think so. Penny for Jesus, no, no. No, kids, don't put that already on the kids.
Mhm.
Because also, some of the kids don't have. A lot of the kids don't have. And now they feel like, I'm sure they feel embarrassed sometimes.
Yeah, and that, like,
Because
for
that's
me,
putting them out, I think.
yeah, for me, like, I started working at 15 years old, 15 years old, and because I was asked as a kid for money, to me, well, what do I need to go to school for? I'm already being asked for money. Well, I'm gonna go make the money. So it's just, you don't want to put that on a kid.
No. No, and like I said, some kids don't have. No way to embarrass them
Mm-hmm.
because they don't have.
Yeah.
And then if you're forcing them, oh, you guys make sure you have to give money. They're gonna go back home and tell, because kids, they're very honest and they're very raw. They say things.
Oh, yes.
So they're gonna go. So and so said I have to bring money. How's that gonna look?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're not gonna see so and so no more.
Because that's what I will do.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
So like, well, you're not going there no more. They're gonna be asking you for money. They know that you don't have.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna help you. Not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's a reaction. And that's why these moms are not trusting these churches. Because when I talk to some people, they quick to say, they tell me, "What you guys are always asking for money." I'm like, no, not me. I'm not asking. Like,
And even one of the kids too asked me when we were having our first youth group, "Do I need to bring money?"
that's sad.
And I was like, "No, sweetie. No, you don't need to bring money. Just bring a
You.
friend. If you have a friend, bring a friend.
That's it. Bring a friend. That's right.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, she asked me to bring money. I was like, no, you don't need to.
Yeah.
I just want you there.
Yeah.
I
And
just want you there to enjoy yourself and to fellowship with other kids.
Yeah. No, because they know that other people ask for money. You need to tell your kids to have money. And people, we are the grown-ups. Come on. We know that some of these kids don't have money. Where do you want them to get the money from? They don't work. They go to school. They depend on their parents. Their parents are already struggling. Oh my God, I just went to the grocery store to buy a few things, and I was like, 101? I stood there like, what? She was like, yeah, she's going to the thing. I make that poor lady go to the thing. I'm like, oh yeah, it is. I'm like, wow. So how you expect them to give?
Yeah.
No. This is, no. So I'm very against that. And I know people are not going to like that, but that's okay. Because we're supposed to be giving the children, not taking from them.
Yeah. You're supposed to help them grow.
Yes.
You
Because,
gotta water them.
yeah, they'll be grown-ups one day and they're going to help.
Mm-hmm.
Because someone helped them.
Yes. Yes. And they're gonna know.
Yes. Someone helped them and they're going to be like, you know what, when I was little, I needed somebody to help me, so I'm going to help someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's our goal. Our goal is to have the kids learn from their heart, not force them. Learn. We don't force them. They learn, You tell them to do the right thing, you will give them a choice, like what you did with your son. You gave him a choice. You made him learn. He was quick to make an awesome choice because you gave him that. You have a choice. to keep it, and to just. And she's like, no, I want to give it to somebody. He already had that in mind. He was so excited to win that he was excited to just. He already knew who he was going to give it to, and it's kind of like, I want to win something, type of thing. So you give him a choice. So no, don't. You know, no, don't don't let these grown-ups force your kids to do things that they don't not by God. God said let the children come to me. He didn't say let the children buy their way in.
Yeah. Or try and make them be grown ups too fast.
Yes, let them be
Yeah,
kids.
kids don't need to worry about the bills and money and
No, they don't.
where's my next meal coming from. Like you want to hold that childlike faith in your kids as long as possible.
You don't want them to grow too fast and
Mhm.
be the grown-up. You still want them to be kids.
Yeah.
Because when they grow too fast, they don't get to enjoy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And us as parents, I know at least I did this. I made it look like everything was okay.
Yeah.
We're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, you're not gonna eat the same thing right now. I don't want to full,
Mhm.
And oh, we can never taste it, because you don't. They're kids.
Yeah.
They're kids. You have to let them be kids and not worry about nothing. Although when you're by yourself, you're probably crying, bawling your eyes out. Don't know what you're gonna pay. Are you gonna pay next the power? Or what you're gonna do? But like you said, let them be kids.
Yeah. You know, with the kids and
Don't take that worry to school. Don't take that worry wherever they go to. Be kids. You know? And there's people that are gonna they're gonna come in your life and they're gonna bring blessings and then also let the kids it's okay to someone help us. It's okay.
Mhm.
Don't ever be embarrassed of someone helping us. And a lot of kids get embarrassed. It's okay. We all go through that. And if you haven't gone through that, then you're blessed then. But real reality of life is that we go through that.
Yeah. It takes a village.
Yes.
It takes a village to raise a kid. And I feel like people who don't allow their family members or other people to help them,
Yeah.
their kids, they have, they don't have any trust of anybody.
No. No.
And if they can't trust anybody, how are they going to trust God to come into your life?
Yeah, because they're feeling lonely. And they're like, where are you, God? If you're real, where are you?
Yeah.
That's what they feel. But everything that happened Saturday was God.
Yeah.
Those kids were amazing, and I'm proud of them. I'm proud of your group. I'm proud that UMO has them. I'm proud of that because those kids are beautiful. Each and one of them have their story and they're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just amazing to see them work together and just how they got along. We had compliments about that. People were talking about that. And people want to come back. That's the number one thing. They said, all those people that were there helping, please let me know the next one.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's awesome.
That it was awesome.
Because sometimes you go help someone and you're like, I'm not coming back.
Yeah. Not doing that again.
Well, listen, last time I do that.
You tricked me twice.
For the fact that they said, I want to come back again, when are we doing this again? It motivates us. It motivates me. It motivates you to want to do it again. So thank you all. And please, if you guys didn't come out, I invite you to. I invite you to be part of it. I invite you to see what we do. We're open. I mean, this is not, we're open. Everything is just free. It's just God working there, freedom. It's just freedom.
Yes.
People hugging, people praying, people just crying, but happy tears. Happy tears. Stories. I mean, people were eating. It was just wonderful. So be part of it. Come and join us.
A lot of fellowship, and it was even fellowship that I don't think a lot of people there were expecting.
Right.
Which is even greater.
And the thank yous, wow. That's better than $1 million. Yes, church. I said that. Thank yous were better than $1 million. Because I went home satisfied, like, I made someone happy, Like, I'm just sitting there watching, and I'm like, I love this. This is what I want to do. This is. It felt good in my heart.
Yeah.
The kids felt good. The kids felt good.
Yeah, I definitely like when I'm tired, definitely. When I'm tired and a little sore, but it was
I'm
definitely
tired.
like, but it felt good.
All that running around you did.
It felt good though. It
Yes.
felt good. The kids they were just so content and they were happy. They had a good, they saw it as a good day. They can spend all day in the park.
And you guys have good leaders. You guys, your youth pastor is awesome, and he has some patience. I was watching him, and I was like, "Oh, you're so patient." So I was like, I want to be in your class. Can I be part of the group? Like, I was like that. He's so patient, and the way he was explaining to the children, and I was talking to my coworker, and I'm like, and he uses all these balloons, but he'll tell it better. I go because I can't tell it the way he was explaining. I go, like he was just. I told her, your son is missing, because I invited her, but she's one of the ones that's scared.
Yeah.
And, I told her, no, don't be scared. It's not the same. She did nothing wrong, so she's scared.
Mm-hmm.
People are scared, and we're going to get out of that. We're going to get out of that. We're going to prove you that there is good people in church.
Mm-hmm.
There is good in church. There is. Not because someone twisted their face, not because someone talked about you, not because someone judged you, not because someone yelled at you, does not mean that church is bad. Church is good. We have good people there. We want we I want to thank you guys if you guys are out there listening, and I'm gonna let Lilie say a few words, and then we're gonna be closing up soon. And like I said, be part of UMO. Be part. We want you guys.
Yes, definitely. And, just like she said, let your kids learn Jesus. Let them know who God is. And, even if you don't believe, maybe their belief will help you believe. And just shine that light into your family. So always want to just open up that door and keep it open for them. And just give them an opportunity to just fall in love with God. And fall in love with who He created them to be.
Awesome. So just like I said, thank you guys for listening, and a lot of new things coming up, right?
Yes, a lot of things. Exciting. Good
So
stuff.
I want to thank you for being on my show 2 hour today.
Yes.
Thank you, and hope you come back.
Yes, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And thank you for having me. And,
We're gonna have you close and be thankful, people. Be thankful for the little things.
just be kind to your animals. And everybody be blessed and enjoy the holidays and have a good night. God bless.
Thank you.
Listeners and supporters here in Las Vegas and around the world.
May your holidays be filled with joy and happiness in the Holy Spirit. Keep it locked here on UMO 21.8 Amplitude
Rising.
So I think they connect.
His is like Desi been ripped.
I think it's so that you get a taste of what you're gonna be doing.
I know, right?
He's a natural. He's just he's like, oh yeah, I'm jumping. I don't care. That's good.
Is that new or has that always been there? The one coming on the lead.
It's always been there.
All right.
It's been there. He changes the wording. We're talking, we're like, he's like, you're right. I can get yours, huh? I haven't heard that one. Did you know that one? I haven't heard it. I heard it before.
We heard it.
One. You guys are gonna come on our team. In December, did you say December? When is that commercial coming out?